Today on the Garden Fix, Kristen and I are going to be planting a lot of annuals and some very interesting perennials, so stay tuned.
Hi and welcome to the Garden Fix. I'm Kristen and I'm in Western Pennsylvania Zone 6B. So the first area that we're going to be starting in today is our raised bed that has our miniature peach tree. And this raised bed is really dedicated to a lot of annuals this year and a lot that I've started from seed. You can see all of my petunias that I started in the annual winter sowing project. But this section has been just kind of frustrating to me because it's not filling out. So I have 10 annuals here to plant, and I'm going to talk about what they are in a moment. And hopefully it will fill this up nicely so it looks lush and full of color. So I've doubled up on a lot of these annuals here. And the first one here is a Mexican heather, which is actually a Xuxiao. And it gets this nice little shrub form. It's only about 1 foot by 1 foot with these little lavender flowers. And I'm going to put these on either end on the sides of the raised bed. And then behind it is the more traditional Xuxiao that has the orange tubular flowers. This is also called Vermillionaire. And the hummingbirds love this plant. So then under the kind of dark foliage of this peach tree, I've picked a couple of white flowers. I picked up 2 white geraniums. And then around in the front, if I can reach around here, this is a diamond frost euphorbia. And I had this plant in the raised bed last year, and it was so nice. And it got actually pretty sizable and grew through other plants quite nicely. So that's going to go in front of the peach tree. Right in the middle for a little pop of blue, this is a plant that's new to me this year. It's called Evolvulus, and this is a little ground cover plant that gets really nice blue flowers. What's nice about this plant is it's extremely tolerant of heat and humidity, so it's perfect for our area. And then to the side of the peach tree here, I actually did buy Supertunia, and this one's really pretty. This is called Black Cherry, and I really like that dark red color. So next I've moved right over here to our bird bath garden, and we have a couple perennials in here and then 1 annual. So the first perennial, and this was in the native section of our garden center. So this is called skullcap, and it's kind of a low mounding plant, and it gets these very salvia-like bluish purple flowers. So that's another tubular flower that the hummingbirds are really going to love. And then right next to it, I'm going to be planting this grass here, which is a variegated grass. And it was in the annual section, but when I looked at the tag, it actually says it's hardy to zone 5B, so it should be a perennial for us. So this is Graceful Grasses Ogon by Proven Winners, and it's a very short grass. It only gets 6 to 14 inches tall and likes full sun to part sun. And then lastly in this section, just as a little filler, I have an annual here. This is a white Angelonia, and it gets really nice little, almost like snapdragon-ish flowers, and this one is called Spreading White.
All right, so there's a few other perennials we're going to put in too. The first one is this hardy ageratum, and this plant, as you can see here, has almost like these neon leaves. And we're going to tuck it in back here in front of this elderberry, so there's quite a contrast between the two. This ageratum has blue flowers on it that arrive around August and September. So that'll be really nice as we move closer to fall. The next interesting and new perennial that we're putting into our garden is going into this, what I call our butterfly garden area. And it is a Concord grape spiderwort. Spiderwort is hardy down to negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit, so it'll be fine here. It's great in sun and part shade, and it'll have purplish blooms on it and long blooming as well. And you can also deadhead this to promote reblooming. All right, so the last perennial we're putting in today is this Bellini strawberry crepe myrtle. It is a dwarf crepe myrtle. It only gets about 3 feet tall and wide. And we have Bellini grape at another part of our garden. It's beautiful every year. It just fills in with all kinds of purple flowers. This one will have strawberry flowers. And we're going to set it in the back here on this little berm and hopefully it'll be happy there. All right, that's it for the day, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We really appreciate all the subscriptions and the comments that you make. If there's something in the garden that you wanted to know what it was, let us know. And follow us on Instagram if you want to. And until next time,
We'll see you in the garden.